the team when you were out on the ice? Because we sit pretty high up, and I could hear you from where we are. Talk about being that kind of quarterback for the team and how that impacts the performance out there.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I really try to do in my game is command the game. So communicating with the D, calling out the plays, just talking as much as I can to help everyone out. And yeah, I like to stay connected to everyone on the ice. And I think that that just makes us work as a unit of six out there. So definitely pretty vocal out there. And yeah, I like staying in touch with everyone on the ice.
Hannah, I'm wondering if you can just talk about what Kristen's like as a goaltender and part of your team.
Yeah, I mean, she's awesome. She always brings energy. Great personality in the room for us, and we love playing in front of her. We have all the confidence in the world and in all of our goalies. And I thought she was incredible tonight. Kept us in the game all the way through, and yeah, that's one of the best feelings as a team is just having that trust and belief in your goaltenders, and we're lucky to have them here.
Kaya Antic, the Hockey News. Hannah, you had a number of shots on net tonight. I think it was 7 at the time of your goal. What was it like getting your first goal on home ice here?
Yeah, feels good, obviously. Would have liked it to probably come sooner, but the fans here are incredible. It's my hometown, so I have a lot of pride in playing for Vancouver, and we've been really fortunate and lucky to have incredible support throughout the entire season. So feels good. Would have liked to obviously get the win, but yeah.
All right, and then you've scored both your goals specifically against Boston. Is there something specific when it comes to your success against that team?
I don't think so. I think, scoring goals is one of the hardest things to do in this game, and it's hard in this league. So just trying to, get pucks on net, and hopefully they start to go in.
Maya Smith from the Ice Garden. So you guys are playing the Charge on Saturday. What do you kind of take away from this game and then the other one that you've played kind of since the Olympic break to go into that game on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to win in this league. As you know, it's best on best every night. It can go either way. But I think, yeah, just our habits and our details and our compete level, I really think that was one of the best games that we've played a full 60 minutes and really battled. Even if the pucks weren't going in for us, we created a lot of opportunities. So I think just taking away all the positives from tonight and then showing up ready to go Saturday and getting after that 3-point Saturday.
Chelsea Nielsen, Girls at the Games. This one is for both of you. Obviously, Sunday was International Women's Day, and it is still Women's History Month. What does it mean to be able to grow the game, especially in such a passionate city like this? I mean, you heard the crowd tonight, and that's not only for girls who might be on the cusp of getting into the league, but also for 4-year-olds who proudly exclaim that you're their hero and their favorite goalie.
Yeah, I mean, it's super special. Stepping onto the ice here, I'm always smiling. I'm always just singing to the music. I'm having the best time out there. It's so much fun playing in front of all our fans here and seeing little girls, boys. It doesn't matter gender or age. Everyone's out here having such a good time. And yeah, I mean, we both were in Toronto last year, and I thought it was loud there, and then I came here. So it's been pretty incredible playing in front of this fan base. And yeah, it's special to have all those young girls who look up to us playing in a league where we never had this at their age.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it, right? I remember coming to this rink to watch hockey games, and it was the WHL team playing here at the time. And growing up, just, my favorite players were all NHL players, just because, women's hockey wasn't as visible. So I think that's exactly what it is just them, being able to see it night in, night out. And our league does an incredible job.
Hannah, your coach has talked about wanting to see the team play with a little bit more sandpaper in the middle of the ice and getting more shots through the slot area, closer to the front of the net. And it felt like we saw a lot of that today. It felt like you were watching team play a little bit more of a gritty style of game. Do you guys kind of see the building blocks being put together game by game? Do you kind of notice the overall improvement as you go?
Yeah, I think for sure. I think tonight we did more of that for sure. It's hard to get to the interior of the ice, but that's where goals are scored. So that's something that we need to continue to do, and I think we did a better job of that tonight. I don't know the stats offhand, but we probably had more shots from that area, and I think too our team just did a better job kind of finishing through hands and getting bumps where we can, and that's something that we definitely need to continue.
And Kristen, with Emirates currently out of the lineup, a lot of the responsibility falls to you now. What does that look like for you, and how much does that change your approach for game in and game out for the next little while?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it doesn't change anything for me. Just showing up each day and doing what I can to help our team win, and yeah, sticking to my performance identity out there and just playing my game. Yeah, honestly, being the last 2 years in Toronto, carrying a lot of that load, I think stepping in now, it's just like I've done this kind of 100 times. So yeah, I just want to help the team as much as I can and help us get as many points as possible down the stretch.
Chelsea Nielsen, Girls at the Games. What was your thought process for calling that timeout? Was it just trying to settle the game, or were you trying to draw up a plan going into those last couple of minutes of the third?
No, with 25 seconds left with the ozone face-off, we drew up a play there to try to get one. So that was the thought process there at the end of the game.
Brian, bit of a goalie duel through 2 periods for sure, and then even into the third there. How do you approach that and try and get your offense going?
Well, we know that Frankel's an elite goalie, and so you try to get traffic, take away her eyes, try to move her side to side, and make sure that we're putting pucks in and around the blue paint as much as possible. And you got to get some kind of rebound a lot of times. If you're going to beat a goaltender like that, she very rarely gets beat clean when she's on top of the crease and can see it.
Talk about the goaltender at the other end of the ice, Kristen Campbell. What did you think of her performance tonight?
Oh, I thought she was terrific. She gave us a chance, and that's all you ever ask for your goaltenders. Thought she was really good on the PK. That we gave up some grade A looks there, and she was super solid. So nice outing for her.
Maya Smith from the Ice Garden. Are you able to give us any update on Emirates or Katie and their status?
They're kind of day to day and will be reevaluated.
Brian, you're in a very close battle with a team that's at the top of the PWHL standings, one of the hottest teams this season. And just looking back on the games you've played against them already this year and the compete level that you're seeing now, how much do you feel like you're seeing your team improve over the course of this season?
Yeah, I actually thought structurally compete, that was probably our most solid game from start to finish. So obviously that's encouraging, but at the same point, you don't love the outcome and kind of feel bad about that. But overall, we got to take away some of the positives, things we did, and try to build off that for the next one. But I thought that was a pretty complete game for us.
And you talked about, after the last game, wanting to get more shots through the middle, less shots from the perimeter, and more closer to the front of the net. Do you feel like you saw that improvement, at least, or the beginnings of getting more of that in the front of the net?
100% that's the feeling, but until I start breaking down the analytics and going through that stuff, I won't have confirmation. But it definitely felt that way, that we were doing a good job of getting inside the dots and being aggressive, getting more pucks on net, and creating inner slot shots for ourselves. So I'll let you know later in the week after I crunch that, but felt good about it.
You talked about building off the positives from this game. How much of that is a mental job on your part as a coach in terms of taking kind of the feeling of this game and knowing that you were so tight with Boston and that it really came down to one shot?
That is the thing, because we play to a winner, whether that's the shootout or the 3-on-3, and when you're on the wrong side of that, your initial blush is that sucks. But again, we played a complete game. We have to start stringing those together, and if we continue to do that, we feel like good things will happen to us. So just reinforcing that with film, things that we talked about, and some of the things we were focused on, and showing that we were getting those things done on a more regular basis, and the drive to keep it going.